Our top story tonight at 11, Bibb County School Board members met face-to-face with parents at the latest public hearing regarding school closures. The conversation continued with community members at Brookdale Elementary, a school that may have a greater possibility of closing now than the others. 41 NBC's Joy Dukes has more. Joy.
Michael, now that Superintendent Curtis Jones has recommended closing the very school they met in tonight, many parents are concerned for the fate of their neighborhood. I spoke with one woman in particular who says it's not just a school they'd be taking away from the Bellevue community, it's a family.
You never know what kids go home to or what they're going through, but the Brookdale teachers are always here to help without judgment.
Bibb County School Board members have a heavy decision to make.
The superintendent is asking us to consider three options, which involves, moving the population of one of the schools and spread it out among the other two.
School Board President Daryl Morton says the recommendation the board received from Superintendent Curtis Jones is leaning more toward closing the doors to the very school building they met in.
Taking the Brookdale population, moving it to Riley, and then repurposing Brookdale for some other purpose, either as a grade 8.5 program or a gifted program or something like that.
Parent Aisha Lundy credits that same school building and its staff with getting her eldest daughter to college.
She is in her first year at Georgia Gwinnett. All A's. I am proud. With the help of the Brookdale family, she kept going. And see, they implant in those kids that it's not what's around you. You can be somebody.
Aside from concern for the recent multi-million-dollar renovations with taxpayer dollars being spent in vain, she and others are worried what closing it will do to the surrounding community.
Our surroundings is going down. But when the kids have the Brookdale family to come to, whatever is going on, whether they're hungry or whether they need protection or whatever the case might be, it's easier for them to communicate with the teachers and the staff to ask for help.
After hearing her story along with others, Morton says he wants residents to know the board is listening to their concerns.
As someone who walked to school every morning, I understand how important a neighborhood school is. And so I assure the public that this is not a decision that's being made lightly.
If you missed tonight's hearing but you're interested in getting in on the discussion, the board will host one more public hearing Monday, January 8th at 5 p.m. The entire community is invited to come out and give their feedback. Michael?
All right, well, there hasn't been a decision made yet, and it won't come until later this month when the school board meets to vote on the superintendent's recommendation. That meeting is scheduled for January 18th.